Yeah! Hello, everybody. It's Hank. Hello, hello, hello. I need to quick mute this screen, but it doesn't say I'm there yet. Come on in. Arrive. Arrive, Hank. There I am. All right. Hello, everyone. It's Hank. It's great to see you. First things first, no Game of Thrones spoilers in the chat. Second, safety first. Did it wrong. But like, here's my like, is there anything I can say that isn't spoilery about the experience of Game of Thrones that those of us had last night? Um, Horses are good and nice, and I'm happy to see a horse. Um, Basically, I watch a lot of Game of Thrones with like the mind in like with this in mind. What are the spin-off shows that they're gonna do? So you have to have whoever survives, like people who survive being the spin-off shows. So it's like people who are definitely still alive, and I'm thinking like, okay, what's the spin-off show gonna be like? You know that. I guess I can't say that. Hank, what is your sweatshirt? This is a squirrel with a pocket knife from the Friendly Toast, a restaurant in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where my sister-in-law and brother-in-law used to work. And it's a great squirrel. And one time I was wearing it in Florence, Italy, and someone came up to me and said, "Hey, is that from the Friendly Toast?" So that's how long I've had this shirt, because I haven't been to Florence in a long time. John, are you audible?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, you are.
Sorry I was late. I was writing an email to somebody who's probably in this chat, or could be anyway.
Hit that Coke. Hit it. Go, chug.
You got a lot of energy today.
I really am making it up. I'm trying to amp myself up. I was at my desk falling asleep. I need to turn on my air conditioner. Maybe it's warm. But I'm so sleepy, John. I don't have a lot of energy. It's all.
Sometimes when you don't have a lot of energy, you perform a level of energy that feels performative.
Yeah, you think? Chug that Coke Zero. Yeah, maybe a little bit performative. Why are you drinking a Coke Zero, John?
I don't know. I already had 2 Diet Dr. Peppers today, and they have different artificial sweeteners, so I don't feel bad about switching. If I'm being honest, that's the reason. Oh, John, man. Well, I am just trying to raise money for Partners in Sierra Leone. I'm very grateful to everyone I've had a chance to talk to about it. It's been super clarifying, and I've learned a lot in the process of like hearing from people about their priorities, what parts of the project they're concerned about, what parts they're excited about, and it's really fun. But it is also like a lot of work to raise a ton of money.
Yeah. What about we make a canned water company?
Okay. A couple questions.
I don't like it. I said it out loud and I don't like it already.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my biggest problem with your canned water company is that like I'm not sure that it's deeply like in our values to make cans.
Or yeah, I think that my bigger problem is like I can't actually sell people on the idea of bottled water because I deeply don't believe in it.
You know, in Sierra Leone they make bagged water.
Oh, how's that work?
I mean, it's pretty much just like it sounds like, but it involves much less plastic than bottled water.
You buy it at the store?
You can buy it at the store, but they also just like people sell it on the street, you know.
Yeah, bagged water makes sense.
Yeah, bagged water makes more sense, I think. Should we start an audiobook company? I mean, right now I just want to raise a bunch.
Was that in the chat?
Huh?
Was that in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't say that.
Well, no, but I wouldn't be surprised if you had that idea.
Well, I mean, I may have said it to you in other circumstances.
I was going to say, you have suggested that we start an audiobook company like 5 or 6 times.
It's not exactly what I suggested, but
Mustard's Fire 2022 says, "Can we suggest Hank punishments right now?" Sure. And
I liked
Nubble
it better
says,
when we were suggesting business ideas for us to raise money for Partners in Health.
yeah,
Like
I
our
mean, if
soda
anybody has like
idea.
business ideas, but they have to be business ideas that are pretty low lift in terms of amount of work Hank and John do, but
Yeah.
also extremely low risk because we can't have businesses that lose money when
Yep.
we're only raising money, like when the rest of our lives is about making money for Partners in Health.
Right. There's a no zero startup capital, high profit margin businesses is what we need.
Yeah,
No risk.
how many of those are there? We made one.
Yeah.
Um,
Shoot. um
yeah.
uh soda syrups and low calorie sodas.
Soda syrup is a pretty good idea. I just think it's
My
a small
idea.
business.
Is what?
Soda syrup, as opposed to canned soda, is a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a small market.
Yeah, so here's my idea for our soda syrup business. We
Yeah.
have a network of nerd fighters who sell it at farmers markets, and we share the recipes, and they just make it themselves.
I mean, why are they going to pay you?
Why? Who gonna pay me for Partners in Health? And they make some money too.
Right, but won't they just start not paying you for the recipe?
Yeah, I don't really care that much if they do that. So you're saying that people would like get value from like something that I did, and I wouldn't get a take, like I wouldn't get a piece. Yeah, I'm not like tremendously like we never copyrighted DFTBA. Like it's not really
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
our
yeah. No,
brand. So like
yeah, I get that, but like that's different. That's our existing community that cares about us. That's very different
right.
from, hey, farmers market
No,
people.
literally, I don't like one, I don't care. Two,
Okay.
if they don't want to give me the 10% to Partners in Health, that's up to them. And like they can have that feeling in their own heart.
So your idea, I just want to confirm your idea. Allison says that you've lost the plot, and I'm inclined to agree. I just want to confirm the idea.
Uh-huh.
By the way, several people in chat have much better ideas than this idea, which we'll get to. But your idea, just to confirm, is you put the recipe for your special Hank Green ginger ale
Mhm.
on the internet, and then you ask people who sell Hank Green style ginger ale at farmers markets to give 10% of the profits to Partners in Health.
Yeah.
Now that I've said it back to you, do you see the problems?
I see several problems. I don't
Great.
see any problems that can't be fixed.
I Okay. I see only problems. Somebody else has a really good idea,
Hit me.
which is from Bernardo, and it is a brilliant idea, and it is uncomplicated, and it is turn Metamucil into soda.
Ooh, God, you got nope. You have you ever had Metamucil, John?
Yeah.
So the thing that is a true thing that you may not have noticed about Metamucil is that if you let it sit
Oh,
in the like for any amount of time, it becomes
oh,
as a solid, basically, which is what it
mm,
does inside of you, which is why it's good for
mm.
pooping. So
Lorena,
you
we're
cannot
talking
let
about
it sit.
raising, how do we start a business that has no startup, that has no, it's not capital intensive, but is high margin and is guaranteed to succeed with
Mhm.
all of the profits going to Partners in Health? And the answer is that if that business existed, someone would have started it already.
Probably, probably.
So we need to think about our community, and we need to think about stuff that our community likes. We need to lean
Ooh,
on
ooh,
DFTBA and Life's Library and try to make those
yeah.
things work as well as they can work and raise more money, because we're not going to raise like, I mean, I guess there is a future in which Hank starts a soda company that gets acquired vitamin water style by Pepsi. It's just like none of the parts of that story are things that I think Hank would like.
I'm I mean, like so I'm more on the soda train because I'm tired of plastic bottles and cans is the thing that I'm more worried about. But like I think it's very hard to compete with the existing sodas on taste which is a bigger problem. Like ginger ale, lemon lime, like those things are easy to compete with, but you can't really compete with Coca-Cola on taste. Like their product tastes very good. And that's why like generic sodas don't do as well because they don't taste as good.
I think some of it's marketing, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, so your new idea is Soda Stream, but with Hank.
Just the syrups. SodaStream is terrible at syrups. Their syrups are all very bad, and they also it's one of the like their business growth strategies. So they are inefficient. There's way more water in them than there needs to be, and they are not good tasting,
Hmm.
and they come in like the whole like and they're way too expensive. Like it makes no sense that they're as expensive as they are. So yes, I'm proposing competing with SodaStream on soda syrups. The reason there aren't soda syrups at the store, by the way, is just because it's bad for stores. Like selling,
Oh.
like it's the reason why Gatorade powder is in a different part of the store than the Gatorade. If you put the
Because nobody would ever buy Gatorade if they realized they could buy Gatorade powder for a tenth the price.
yeah, so like it very much frustrates me that anyone buys unpowdered Gatorade because it's just tremendously inefficient when you can just buy the powder.
No, I do like those plastic bottles though.
Yeah, if you need a plastic bottle.
No, I just I like to hold them right before I throw them away.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. Um, Allison has a pretty good idea, which is soda in a bag.
Just like the pressure of the carbonation, it's like a shear,
Yeah, and then you have you have a straw hole where you put your metal straw.
and then it just goes.
It's basically Capri Sun, but with
Right, right.
carbonation. We've
Right.
invented this idea already.
What about Capri Sun but in ketchup packets? The appropriate amount of
Just a single shot of Capri Sun.
sugar.
They actually kind of make that. Like runners have,
Right. Yeah, the
you know,
goo.
have that goo. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically Capri Sun, but
Yeah.
in
It's
a
just like
ketchup.
that's like the stuff that's inside gushers, except it's no gusher.
There's not a lot of. It just occurred to me realizing that there is goo in a ketchup container that you can eat while you're running. There are not a lot of products that haven't been made.
Remember when 5 Hour Energy was suddenly like "Ka-chow!" And
Yeah,
everybody was so excited about 5 and it's just like, wow, it's just a caffeine pill with sugar in it, you guys.
yeah. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I actually like the I actually like the syrup idea. Um and I think it has a good story because I think the story is cans and bottles are terrible and they are also unnecessary because
And you're
clean
wasting your money.
drinkable water comes out of your tap and you buy a soda stream, you do this, and instead of having a 140 calorie bomb soda, you have a 40 calorie refreshing
Mhm.
soda, and you don't add anything to landfills. It's a win on every level, and all the profits go toward supporting the health and well-being of people in Kono District in Sierra Leone. That's a good pitch.
I told you it was.
Well, I didn't realize until I have to say it out loud myself. Like when I said out loud your pitch about farmers markets, it was a very bad pitch, and I was able to confirm that it was bad. But that pitch is not bad. Here's what I'm going to do, Hank. I'm going to ask you to sell it to me.
like like send you a jug.
I probably drink 4 or 5 cans of something
Oof.
a day.
Jeez, it's a lot.
Well, I love my LaCroix. Um, and so sell it to me, and if I like it, and if it transforms my buying habits, I will agree to own 5% of that company in exchange for no startup capital.
All right.
Um, Jen asks a really important question, related but slightly off topic. Can I
Mhm.
donate directly to PIH and direct it towards maternal health in Sierra Leone? That's good. Yes, but yes, and that's a great idea, and I don't want to tell you not to do it, but Jen, in July we are hopefully rolling out a very large project oriented around long-term solutions to long-term problems. And if you could give then, it will be easier to give in an ongoing way then. So I hate to tell you to like wait 2 months to donate toward, um, one of the greatest unfolding emergencies in the world, but if you do wait, it can help in that project. So it's up to you. But yeah, you can go to pah.com right now and donate. I donated yesterday for Mother's Day. And you can just you can say there's a little box where you can say you want the money to go to Sierra Leone, and all the focus in, or most of the focus, much of the focus in Sierra Leone, I shouldn't say most, is on maternal health.
Somebody in the chat says that 5 Hour Energy doesn't contain any caffeine, and I just want to
It does.
pop out and say, yeah, it sure
It
does.
does. They
Like,
have a caffeine-free version.
oh, there's okay. Then that definitely indicates that there's caffeine in it.
Yeah, it's about as much as caffeine is as is in a cup of coffee.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a really big, strong cup of coffee.
Oh,
Well,
Jen
very
was going to say
strong.
I wanted to buy a desk sword, but I missed out, so I've got $22 to give them. Well, I think there's a chance that we're going to do a bit where you can give again today, um, to get a stapler.
In the next episode, you mean on Monday?
Yeah, well, somebody asked a question about a stapler, and I realized that I have incredibly, incredibly strong opinions about this.
But staplers are not cheap like desk swords are.
No, this is a $50 stapler, but I assume it's worth it, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah, high quality. This is our new business. It's like Newman's Own for office supplies.
There is a stapler in the world that is it's like Newman's Own for office supplies. There's a stapler in the world that is overwhelmingly the best stapler, and it is
Mm.
astonishing to me that not everyone owns it. Like I am baffled by the fact that like there are other staplers in the world.
It's well, I mean, so come as a person who has one stapler and zero stapler opinions, I will say that from my perspective, nothing has ever gone wrong with my stapler that makes me think that there could be a better one than the one that I currently use.
It might just be because you've never used the Swingline high capacity 60 sheet capacity reduced effort black stapler.
It seems likely that I haven't. And also, I have to say, I almost never staple anything.
Well, I mean, aren't you lucky? Mr. Fancy Pants over here doesn't
I
have to
just bite.
staple
I
stuff.
just bite the side of the paper really hard, and it stays together.
Ugh, God, that's what a horrible thought.
I like you. You have to like get a little wet.
I'm not
Suck
Cavity
on it
King. I'm
some.
not sharing a link to this stapler because then you'll just buy it directly from Amazon instead of from me. I'm not like handing out handing out the recipe for my ginger ale to any farmer's market that wants it. Can we please get a line of John Green signed office supplies to fund partners in health? It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, it's better than Hank's farmer's market idea for
And
sure.
yeah, John signs every one of the pieces of paper in a 500 sheet stack, and you can just print on them. You love to sign your goddamn name, that's for
I
sure.
do. I do enjoy it. It's fun. I feel like the last 2 times we've done this, guys, all we've talked about is raising money for partners in health, but that's also all Hank and I are talking about
It's
privately.
fun. I love our bad ideas. Somebody suggested Metamucil with CBD oil in it, which is great.
Great. Oh my God, why don't we just start selling our own line of CBD oil? Oh, wait, Hank, stop the phone. I figured it out. I hacked the system. Hair vitamins. M and F and hair vitamins. Hair vitamins. We need
Because
to start selling hair vitamins. I
That's
wanted to make a video tomorrow that Hank talked me out of making. That was such a good idea for a video, and it was called "Stop the YouTube Drama. All hair vitamins are BS." And it was just going to be about how instead of like having a large scale debate about whether or not this person, betrayed someone else's trust over hair vitamins, we should acknowledge that all hair vitamins are a lie that has been created to exploit people's insecurity.
But hundreds of thousands of dollars in research and development, John.
Yes. Well, not only that, Hank, but like people point to this study from 2012 about how hair vitamins aren't BS, but you'll never guess who paid for the study.
Hairvitamins.com.
It was hairvitamins.net. Yeah, I mean, of course, because hair vitamins don't work.
Yeah, and also like actual scientists do not concern themselves with hair vitamins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the research.
But anyway, Hank talked me into not getting into it.
Yeah, it's probably best not to get into it.
But we could totally sell CBD oil. I don't know
hair.
how well CBD oil works, but one time Marina put CBD oil on my shoulder when it hurt, and it did kind of stop hurting. So I know that anecdote, that data is not the plural of anecdote, but there's an anecdote for you.
So now we're gonna start a CBD oil float lab where you just float in CBD oil.
Maybe we just sell hard drugs. Is that weird? Like get on the dark web and just sell the hard stuff, just the,
We should just start stealing from people.
There's an idea.
Like, I think I'd be a pretty good thief because you just walk into places and be like, "That's Hank Green," and I'd be like, "It is." And I use my trust somehow. I don't know.
I don't. That's not. I don't think. Have you ever? I don't know if you've ever seen a heist movie, but that's not usually how they work.
Yeah, it was yeah. They look at you and they're like, "I know exactly who you are," and then they tell the police about it, and the police have your address because of how that works.
Anna says, "I'd get into drugs if they were DFTVA branded." That's exactly what we don't want, Anna. That would be a real. Maybe we should. Oh, that's what we should do. We should sell like high-end vodka. I don't know how much you know about the high-end vodka world, Hank, but high-end vodka is a complete scam. Like it's 100% a scam. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a scam.
Yeah, it sounds
amazing.
great.
It's an unambiguous scam.
Paying for the bottle.
Yeah, it's a great. I mean, some of them have great bottles, but I swear there was a great Planet Money episode about this, my favorite podcast. There was a great Planet Money episode about this. And even at the end of it, even after they had laid out for me exactly how premium vodka is a scam, I still thought to myself, well, but I don't get hungover when I drink vodka.
Yep. Yep. Our brains are amazing, John. Tony suggests CBD oil in a bag.
Oh, maybe that's what's missing, is that it's so bottled right now.
Yeah, we need to bag it. Everything in a bag.
Yeah.
John, I've got it. Chicken pot pie in a bag. It's a soda.
Alternate concept. Maybe we start just manufacturing bags.
Yeah, it's a super high margin business. No one's doing that efficiently right now.
Yeah, that's true. It's real hard. Real hard to compete. I'd get into drugs if they were DFTVA branded is probably my favorite comment of all time.
I think it's an important thing for us to note.
Yeah, exactly. That's one that should stick in the back of the brain. Yeah. Oh, Colleen says staplers die pretty fast in academic library. If they survive longer, the money up front might be worth it. Colleen, have I got a stapler to sell you?
It's got John Green branded.
I don't know how I'm going to brand it, because the problem is it's black, and people already complained when they got the black letter opener.
With a silver Sharpie, you lazy bum.
I hate silver Sharpies.
Do it. It's not that
Oh,
many staplers.
all right, I guess maybe. All right, I'll sign it in silver. I hate silver Sharpies.
They just don't last very long. You just gotta like come to terms with the fact they don't
Stella
last
suggests I'd get into drugs if they were DFTBA branded. Should be a shirt.
very
It's not a good shirt.
long. John and Hank Green told me to do hard drugs for
I
charity.
Yeah, we did sell a Dare shirt, like
We did. DFTBA,
that
dare.
was DFTBA sort of back in 2008, 2009. Yeah. All right. Where do I start with Planet Money? Asks someone. Fisher, you literally can't go wrong. They upload all of their old episodes as reruns all the time, so you can just start listening. They just had an episode on why the price of Coke didn't change for 65 years.
Yeah.
From a nickel to it was a nickel in 1889 and it was a nickel in 1955, and why that didn't change, and it was fascinating.
Yeah.
Also, I loved a recent Planet
We lost him.
episode series on the so-called Chicago boys of Chile, who helped completely reshape the Chilean economy, and the complexity of all of that I thought was really nuanced and interesting. I recommend both of those.
Okay.
I love my money.
John loves Planet Money. We got a couple of, you weren't there to see it, but we got liked on Twitter by the Planet Money people because it was the video that WNYC or that we uploaded. Hi, Catherine. Catherine needs to print something. I'm doing a
Okay.
live.
Hey, does she need to staple anything?
Do you need to staple anything, Catherine? John's got a stapler he needs to sell you.
$40.
$40? I thought it was gonna be 50.
I'm wavering. I'm wondering if there's any way I can get a discount if I buy 30 of these things.
Yeah, you have to talk to Swingline about that. Yeah. John's really into staplers right now. He's got a lot of strong staple opinions.
I mean, I have a stapler I love. That's all. I do. I have a stapler I love.
Buy it on Amazon and resell it for more.
Yeah. I want to start, Hank, I think I've told you about this before, my idea for a store that just sells things that I like, but that I bought on Amazon, but I'm selling them for twice as much. And the store would be called Stuff I Like. And it would be priced, all the items would be priced according not to like their market value, but according to how much I like them. So like Diet Dr. Pepper would cost like 30% more than Coke Zero.
Right. I mean, I like this idea, except that I don't want to be a bad example for the rest of the YouTube community.
I mean, it would be a real life store. I can't imagine anyone else in the YouTube community having the time or the inclination to open up a real life store in Indianapolis. But you know what? Maybe they would.
Store. Oh, you are such an eccentric now. I want to start a real store where I sell products for more than.
Yeah, exactly. You've hit the nail on the head. More than they're worth.
I don't like it very much.
It's not a great idea.
It's
all right, guys. I don't think we can get into the. I don't think I want to get into the selling of drugs, alcohol, which is a drug, or tobacco,
or hair vitamins, which are just drugs for your insecurity,
or hair vitamins. I think I want to stay mostly in the t-shirt and soda business.
Okay. Yeah, and office supplies.
Office supplies.
Yeah,
office supplies.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if I'm okay. I'm getting over cold, but I think I'm okay. I'm very hypocritical and dry cold, and even I think I'm okay.
What do we call our Newman's Own of office supplies business?
Do you think Newman's Own office supplies is taken?
What?
Could we call it Newman's Own office supplies?
Well, I feel like Newman might have something to say about that.
Yeah, screw those guys.
You know, combating hunger and crap.
What I mean, I know all their proceeds go to charity, but which charity? I genuinely don't know.
It's mostly I do. It's mostly like food banks and stuff.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, it's hard to come down opposed to that. Yes, thank God, thank God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have made a joke about the incredible work that Nell Newman is doing. I feel horribly guilty. We're making we are making a whole range of office supplies, y'all. Don't worry.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. All right.
Send us
We
your
gotta
favorite
go.
office supplies on Twitter.
Yeah, let Hank know on Twitter what your favorite office supplies are. What office supplies can't you live without, friends?
Yeah.
And we will make them available
We will
at
make
a
them at
cost
the
that is
same
higher than the natural cost of
Yeah.
Post-it notes, but lower than there is just higher. They cost more.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, the Pilot G2 pen is a very good pen. Oh my God, if we're gonna start selling all the office supplies I like, I have such strong opinions.
Opinions?
I do. Oh, okay.
Bye,
All
Catherine.
right.
Thanks for making all the noise just then.
We've got to go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.